Hello and welcome to the news from Bahrain International with me, Keith Johnston. The Kingdom of Bahrain continues to exert unwavering efforts aimed at promoting the preservation of human dignity and respect for human rights, as it is one of the pillars of the comprehensive development march of the Kingdom under the leadership of His Majesty the King, within the framework of the state of institutions and law. The human being is at the centre of development and growth. Preserving and respecting his rights is an essential part of the culture of the Kingdom of Bahrain, its Arab identity and its Islamic faith. This is confirmed by the important achievements made over the past years in the field of human rights in light of its full commitment to all international covenants and laws related to those rights. This success was culminated thanks to the wise directives of His Majesty the King in support of human rights and the fruitful efforts of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister by consolidating human rights values and ensuring that they are practiced freely and independently. The Kingdom of Bahrain guarantees in its laws and legislation freedom of opinion, expression and participation in decision-making through the Shura Council and the Council of Representatives. In this regard, women in the Kingdom also have an active presence in the National March. Bahrain's achievements have gone beyond its geographical borders in spreading the principles of peace and coexistence, becoming a global example to follow and showing its noble characteristics and values of coexistence, brotherhood and pluralism. The Kingdom's achievement of pioneering in the field of human rights reflects the continued implementation of national initiatives and programmes in order to consolidate the comprehensive human rights system in the Kingdom. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al Zayani, attended the reception hosted by the Ambassador of the French Republic to the Kingdom of Bahrain, Jérôme Couchard, on the occasion of the Bastille Day, France's National Day, in the presence of a number of senior officials and members of the diplomatic corps accredited to the Kingdom. On this occasion, the Minister of Foreign Affairs delivered a speech in which he expressed appreciation of the Kingdom of Bahrain's leadership, government and people for the historical friendship and distinguished bilateral cooperation between the two friendly countries under the directives of His Majesty the King and the President of the French Republic. The Minister of Foreign Affairs affirmed that the government of the Kingdom of Bahrain, headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, is keen to develop joint cooperation with the French Republic in the defence, security, economic, trade, investment, cultural, tourism, arts and science fields, benefiting from the long-standing French experience in various development fields and expanding the horizons of cooperation to more comprehensive levels for the benefit of the two friendly countries and peoples. He also expressed the Kingdom's pride in the close friendship and cooperation relations with the French Republic and Bahrain's appreciation for France's stances in support of all efforts aimed at spreading peace, security and stability in the Middle East region and its support for Arab issues in international forums. Al Zayani expressed sincere thanks for the good efforts made by the Ambassador during his tenure as his country's Ambassador to the Kingdom. For his part, the Ambassador of the French Republic expressed his thanks to the Minister of Foreign Affairs for honouring the embassy's celebration, noting the cooperation and support he received from the Kingdom's government and officials, which had a great impact on facilitating his diplomatic missions. He also praised the close friendship between the two countries and the two friendly peoples, wishing the Kingdom of Bahrain continued progress and prosperity. Minister of Youth Affairs, Rawan bint Najib Atafiki, received 3 teams participating in the Sheikh Isa bin Ali Al Khalifa initiative to prepare young leaders, where she listened to a detailed explanation by the team members about their projects, their goals and the messages they will carry towards society. The Minister affirmed that the Sheikh Isa bin Ali Al Khalifa's initiative to prepare young leaders carries with it noble goals for the youth sector in the Kingdom, as it contributes to enabling young people to play their role in society to contribute positively and effectively to support economic development efforts, social and industry futures of the Kingdom. The Minister of Youth Affairs affirmed the Ministry's keenness to stand by the teams participating in the initiative and support the projects as they carry messages and values that serve the aspirations of Bahraini youth and create national youth leaders that contribute to their efforts in advancing the development processes in the Kingdom. In implementation of the second phase of the Technical Development Programme, the Information and E-Government Authority, the IGA, and the Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance, BIBF, signed a cooperation agreement to deliver academic training to the trainees of the first batch of the programme. The agreement was signed by the IGA Chief Executive Mohammed Ali Al-Khaid and BIBF CEO Dr. Ahmed Al-Sheikh in the presence of the supervisory teams from both sides. The Technical Development Programme was first launched in December last year by the Ministry of Labour and Information and E-Government Authority, the IGA, as a strategic project aimed at refining and elevating young Bahraini talents. The National Bureau for Revenue, the NBR, continues its inspection campaigns on shops and businesses establishments across the governorates of the Bahrain to protect consumer rights and enhance the level of business compliance. More in this report.
In line with its ongoing efforts to ensure proper implementation of the value-added tax and excise tax, as well as monitor the implementation of the digital stamp scheme, the National Bureau for Revenue, NBR, continue its inspection campaigns on shops and commercial establishments across the governorates of Bahrain. A total of 375 inspection campaigns were carried out during May and June 2023 with the aim of raising awareness, protecting consumer rights, and enhancing the level of business compliance. These inspection campaigns were conducted using cutting-edge tools that contributed to addressing tax evasion and reporting violations. The NBR is committed to continuing its efforts to tighten control over local markets, prevent violations, and protect the rights of consumers.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is keen to actively participate in the strategic dialogues held by the Cooperation Council for the Arab States of the Gulf with countries and regional groupings. The Gulf Cooperation Council has succeeded in strengthening its regional position, interaction and international presence and has become an effective and reliable partner for global consolidation of security and stability. Since its inception, the Council has sought to expand its partnerships and strategic dialogues with many countries and to enter into free trade negotiations with countries and international economic groups to achieve common interests. The approach of the strategic dialogues adopted by the GCC reflects the great interest that the GCC countries attach to developing institutional frameworks that serve the development of the relations with the various international and regional powers. Many areas are covered by these dialogues, the most prominent of which is consultation on political issues, regional and international situations, trade, investment and energy, in addition to education, scientific research, environment and health. Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Fahd bin Abdullah spoke by phone with the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken. During the conversation, they discussed the Saudi-US relations, ways to enhance them in all fields, and the latest regional and international developments. President of the United Arab Emirates, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, today received Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi, who is on an official visit to the UAE. They discussed the ongoing progress of the bilateral ties, the shared interest in promoting sustainable global growth, and ways to further boost collaboration between their countries and people. The United Arab Emirates has ended its aid operation to assist people in Syria and Turkey affected by the earthquake and aftershocks that shook the region in February. 5 months on, the UAE's Operation A Gallant Night 2, launched by the Joint Operations Command of the Ministry of Defence in response to the disaster, has drawn to a close. UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed directed the launch of Operation Gallant Night 2 on February the 6th to supply humanitarian and medical aid.